Hello and welcome to another update video about Alchemy Pay. Yeah, a lot of requests, and it's a coin that I did cover a while ago. It's been really a while because I like it fundamentally. Yeah, I like it fundamentally, and therefore I'm extremely happy that it is going up at the moment. However, it is technically chart-wise not sort of the best chart we can get, because it's unfortunately also one of the charts, crypto charts, which topped in 2021 in 3 waves. I always just need to mention that. And for anybody who doesn't really understand the context, it means that a chart that in its first all-time high, basically, its first major rally in a bull market, topped only in 3 waves. Yeah, it unfortunately gets unreliable. Okay, so from a trading point of view, it's one that I like to avoid it. Now, that doesn't mean I wouldn't necessarily invest in it if I like it fundamentally, and it doesn't mean it couldn't go to an all-time high, because it can. It just means that bearish options get much more prominent and get much more in the focus. The reason is that if a chart topped in 3 waves, ABC, and we can take a look at that in a minute, then it means that surely, you know, the ABC could be a wave 1. Yeah, you can get an ABC in a wave 1 if the entire move will be a leading diagonal. Just to explain that to you, if we have an ABC here, ABC, then this could be a wave 1. This here could be a wave 2, and we could now rally in a 3rd wave, and so on. Okay, but then each of the impulsive waves would need to be ABCs. Well, that doesn't make them impulsive anymore. It means all of this would be a diagonal. Yeah, so that each of the subwaves would be a diagonal. Well, part of a larger diagonal, right? So basically corrective motive waves, just to get the terminology correct. ABC in 1, wave 2, ABC in 3, wave 4, ABC in 5. And all of that would create a wave 1, which is the leading diagonal of a much larger uptrend. And that's fine, yeah. So charts which topped in 3 waves can rally to new all-time highs. Absolutely. It could also be, that's the other option, that it's creating something like this. A wave, ABC in A. This was a B wave, and we are rallying in a C wave now, making an all-time high. This is possible as well. Is it reliable? Not really, because what happens after the C wave? Yeah, you get these coins that make new all-time highs in a C wave and then a breakdown and disappear at some point. I've seen it. Hundreds of coins, okay, thousands, disappearing on the crypto graveyard. Just saying. Now that doesn't mean it couldn't make a new all-time high. As you can see very clearly, it can make a new all-time high with a structure. So these are the 2 bullish options basically. ABC top, yeah, it creates a large leading diagonal in 5 waves. Or ABC, and it will make a new all-time high in the wave C. Fine as well, but what happens after that? Not great. Or, and that's the problem with these charts which topped in 3 waves, this could just be a corrective pattern, yeah, and we're doing something like this. Wave 1 down, we're now in a wave 2, wave 3 down, wave 4, wave 5. You typically don't see many Elliott wave analysts talk about this stuff. The problem is that many of Elliott wave analysts that you find on YouTube, I don't think they really understand what it means. Now that is not meant disrespectful, but it means you need to be careful following any analyst who puts the count in a way that it satisfies their bias. Now I can find a way to count this for you as a 5-wave move up. I can find a way. Is it reliable? Probably not. Yeah, now I'm here to give you the most reliable count. So that is just the context you need to understand, okay? So that means at the moment, for example, purely looking at this chart, it could mean we are now in a wave 2 to the upside. That would be, so let's talk about the options. The bearish option would be we are now in a wave 2 to the upside. And if I'm talking about the bearish option, it would mean we are now basically in resistance. We have just reached the resistance area. I'm going to highlight that for you on the chart. It's the area between 3.93 cents, the 50% retracement, and the 78.6 retracement. This is resistance. Getting above 10 cents would unlock more bullish potential. Okay, but this is something where you need, as a trader and investor, you need to have a visibility of that there is a potential that here either at 3.93 cents or at 5.799, which is a 61.8 retracement, or at the 10-cent level, basically, that it finds resistance and gets rejected. Only if it breaks above that level, this wave 2 gets less likely. Okay, so the thing is, if we can count this as a wave 1 down, this is a bearish option. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 down, and then over time it would probably just get delisted. Now, is this my primary expectation? No, not really. Not with the let's say the force it's coming to the upside, but it means be aware of this area. Okay, so let's take that out. I think at the very least I'd be looking for something like at the very least I'd be looking for this count, that we at least say this is sort of the medium bearish, medium bullish, yeah, moderate count. Because it doesn't really make a difference which one it is. The point is that we're probably now in an impulse, in a C wave, and that we had a wave A done. Yeah, this was a B down and a C up. At the moment we can go with that, but be aware of this area. Okay, be aware, because if we get rejected here, then we have a possible problem. Okay, now in this C wave you're still looking at 5 waves up. So we're going to talk about that in this video. Just to show you, on the way down, we had clear 5 waves. So a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. It's a clear 5 wave move, actually, right? So for the bearish option, that's important. Now you can always count this in a different way. We can count this as an ABC in wave B. But you know, this is certainly an option here. A, B, C. So from that point of view, the C wave can give us a guide, you know, where are we moving to. Now, just to show you here how clearly that's a 3-wave top. A, B, C. Yeah. I've seen enough of these charts to know when to count it as an ABC and when to count it as a proper 5-wave move. Just alerts me to the possible risk. Yeah. Now again, very important, it doesn't mean it couldn't go to an all-time high. Okay, and therefore we've got the orange option here: A, B, C. 3 waves in A, 3 in B. Yeah, so we can count this move down. Corrective if we want to. We can count it impulsive if we want to, but it would need to be a B wave here to allow for this option, A, B, C. Yeah, but these are less reliable charts. You know, trading an ABC is always a little bit tricky and difficult. Now, so if we now go in and talk about possible more, you know, if we are now in the C wave, let's say we are in the C wave, where would we'd be looking at impulses, right? So from that point of view, first of all, I would say we are probably in a 3rd wave here. So that means because of the, let's say, the strength of it. So this would have to be a 1. This would have to be a 2. Probably something like this we're looking at. And then we had here another 1, 2 setup. Yeah, maybe even 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. If we go to the 4-hour chart, we might see a little bit more. So you actually see here a 1, 2 setup. You see another 1, 2 setup, and possibly another 1, 2 setup here. Or is it a 1, A, B, C? Probably not. So we might have another couple of 1, 2, 1, 2 setups here. Yeah. Which indicates that this could rally quite significantly. There's no point really trying to put all these 1, 2s here on the chart, because the problem that I have with all these 1, 2s is when you have too many, it gets a bit unrealistic. Okay. So therefore, for the purpose of this video, I'd count this here as an initial 1, 2 setup. Then we can add another one, possibly here as a 1. I'm going to label this 1, 2. 2, 3. Probably still have more way to go here. Yeah. It doesn't really, I can squeeze another 1, 2 in here, but we'll see if we actually need it later. We'll see. The whole point to try to make here is that we're probably still in this third So, because then you have here at least another 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with an extended 5th. Okay, that could complete this 3rd. We might now be in a 4th and then a 5th, because this here looks a bit like a triangle. So I could say, okay, maybe in this 3rd wave, we had here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and extended 5th. This completes this 3rd, and then we've got here currently a 4th wave, which allows us to identify a key support area for this, which indicates below which level is this wave 4 allowed to go, or until, how low can we go in this wave 4 before it gets sort of invalidated or unlikely. So this wave 4 can go all the way down to 3 cents. 50% level going below that will make this wave 4 very unlikely. Yeah. Looking at this, so it would need to hold this level to push higher in a 5th wave. But if you zoom out, you'll see that this 5th wave would only complete a 3rd, then we'll have another 4th and a 5th before it actually has a chance to come down in a larger wave 2 correction, because all of this would then be a wave 1 and we would come down in a wave 2, yeah, where which would be quite a strong retracement. And that wave 2 then will be the moment of truth, because it will give us an idea, right? Can we complete 5 waves up and then 3 waves down in ABC? Do we hold support? Is the bear market really over? But that's sort of in the short term here. In the short term uptrend, of course, it's there. We are allowed sort of to break down to 3 cents. If we break lower than that, this chart will become very unreliable in the short term. Yeah, so a summary is, yeah, trend is up. Long-term chart is not great due to the ABC structure, but of course it can go to all-time highs. Be aware of this larger area, which goes all the way up to 10 cents. It is a very extended area, but it is the relevant area for a wave 2 to be rejected in the very bearish count. It is very large, this area, because the entire chart was very much extended in its very first rally. So you have these fib levels and they are large. But in the short term, until we get rejected there, we can follow the short-term count and see how long it maintains. And it's possible, then to trade it, of course. Okay, that's my update about Alchemy Pay. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.